Welcome back, dear children. I hope you all are safe and healthy. Today, we begin with Chapter 10 Some Natural Phenomena. This slide gives us an overview of the chapter. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to define natural phenomena, understand the phenomenon of lightning, explain the types of charges present in the objects, list some safety measures taken at the time of lightning, understand the working of lightning conductors, explain the causes of earthquake, list the methods of measuring earthquakes, suggest a few steps to protect ourselves from the effect of earthquakes. In our previous class, we have studied about winds, cyclones and storms that cause a lot of damage to life and property. We also studied about how to protect ourselves from these destructive phenomena. Why are these natural phenomena caused? Do you know why these phenomena cause destruction? What are the steps to be taken to reduce the destruction caused by the natural phenomena? Let's find out the answers to these questions in this chapter. A natural phenomena is a non-artificial event in the physical sense and is not produced by humans. For example, sunrise, tidal flow, erosion, lightning, volcanic eruption, earthquake, etc. These phenomena cause destruction to mankind. Out of all the natural phenomena, we will study lightning and earthquake. Lightning. Many of us may observe sparks on the electric poles when loose wires touch each other because of wind or any other cause. Also, we might have seen the sparks in the electric socket when the plug is inserted in the socket and the switch is on. Similarly, lightning is also an electric spark, but it occurs on a huge scale. Earlier, the cause of occurring of sparks was not known. It was a superstitious belief that lightning was the wrath of God or because of evil spirits. About 600 BC, Thales, a Greek philosopher, observed that when amber, a kind of resin, was rubbed with fur, it attracted light objects such as paper and hair. We might have observed that hair standing on our skin when we take off woolen or polyester clothes, especially in dry seasons. Also, when these clothes are taken off in darkness, we can see the sparks and hear a crackling sound. In the year 1752, Benjamin Franklin, an American scientist, showed that lightning and spark from the clothes are the same phenomena. It took almost 2000 years for scientists to realize that lightning and spark are the same phenomena. Take a used ball pen refill and some pieces of paper. Bring the refill close to the pieces of paper but do not touch them. Observe whether the pieces of paper are attracted by the refill or not. Now, take a piece of polythene sheet. Rub the refill with the polythene sheet. Bring the refill close to the pieces of paper. Observe whether the pieces of paper are attracted by the refill or not. Now, replace the paper pieces with the pieces of dry leaves. Bring the refill near the dry leaves and observe whether dry leaves get attracted or not. Rub the refill with the polythene and bring it near the dry leaves. Observe whether the pieces of dry leaves are attracted or not. Now replace the pieces of dry leaves with the husk. Bring the refill near the husk and observe whether the husk is attracted or not. Now rub the refill with polythene sheet and bring it near the husk. Observe whether the husk is attracted or not. Repeat the activity by replacing the refill with comb and drinking straw and tabulate the observations. We observe that when an object without rubbing or charging is brought near the paper pieces, there is no effect on the paper pieces. Similarly, the same object after rubbing brought near the pieces attract the paper pieces. From this activity, we notice that no object attracts other materials before charging. These objects attract some of the materials such as bits of paper, pieces of dry leaves, husk after charging. The objects which acquire charge after being rubbed with some material are called charged objects. Lab Activity 1. Charging by rubbing. The aim of this activity is to find the effect of charged bodies which are rubbed with different materials. The materials used in this lab activity are ball pen refill, plain paper, polythene sheet, woolen cloth, dry hair, comb, eraser, steel spoon, pieces of paper. Place all the required materials on the experiment table. Take the ball pen refill and rub it against the plain paper. Bring the refill near the paper pieces. Observe whether the paper pieces are attracted to the refill or not. Now, rub the refill with the polythene sheet. Bring the refill near the paper pieces. Observe whether the refill attracts the paper pieces or not. Rub the refill with the woolen cloth. Bring the refill near the paper pieces. Observe whether the refill attracts the paper pieces or not. Repeat the activity by replacing the refill with comb, eraser, steel spoon and rubbing them against different materials. Record the observations in tabular form. We observe that when the refill is rubbed with the polythene sheet, it attracts the paper pieces. Similarly, the refill does not attract the paper pieces when it is rubbed with a woolen cloth. From this activity, we notice that when objects like refill and comb are rubbed with different materials, they are capable of attracting light objects such as paper pieces. Similarly, the objects such as eraser, steel spoon do not attract the paper pieces even after rubbing with other materials. With this, we have come to the end of our session 1. Please read the lesson for better understanding of the concepts taught. Sometimes a crackling sound is heard while taking off sweater during winter. Explain. Conduct an experiment to find the effects of charged bodies which have been rubbed by different materials. Thank you.